The city of Chamblee was incorporated by the Georgia legislature on August 17, 1908. The city is one of 10 cities located within DeKalb County. There are stories about how the city of Chamblee got its name. One account stated that the U.S. Postal Service was instrumental in the naming during its 1885 petition to establish a post office around the Roswell Junction. It was decided that the name Roswell Junction will be confused with the city of Roswell, so the Postal Services then selected the name Chamblee, named after an African American man who was a railroad worker. Mr. Chamblee was one of the petitioners for the new post office. Another account mentioned how the Chamblee family started the town and changed the spelling of their name to match the current spelling. The growth of the city was credited to the railroad and the transformation that happened during the 17th century and the early 20th century. A new military base called Camp Gordon was installed in the city of Chamblee. There were 40 new stores built, 3 theaters, 2 hotels, and a bowling alley sprung up to cater for the needs and increase the population of the community. It was noted that in the 1980s, the town became home for a lot of refugees and immigrants seeking employment and affordable housing in Chamblee, which spread over to neighborhoods along Buford Highway. In 1990, the demographics reflected a dramatic increase in diversity of the community and the new zoning that catered for special needs of such a diverse group or community. It brought about its history being written in many languages, and new developments are still taking place to transform the city into a 21st century modern city. According to the U.S. Census Bureau conducted in 2010, the population in the city of Chamblee was 15,491 people. The size of the city is 2,009 acres. Vital statistics: age, gender, marital status. Persons with bachelor's degree or higher, 25 years and older, over 40.6%. Persons with high school degree or higher, 25 ages and older, 72.8%. Persons with at least a high school diploma or GED, ages 18, 67.6%. Median household income for 2007 to 2011, 54,819 and 22,837 in 2013. Persons unemployed, 7%. Household with single parents, 16.95%. Median age in 2011 was 31.6. Males being 31.8, females being 31.4. Race and ethnicity: Hispanic or Latino origin, 58.5%. White, 18.9%. Asian, 8.0%. African American, 7.0%. American Indian, 2.1%. And other minorities, 1.4%. Those of 2 or more races, 4.1%. Changes indicated on video. Physical environment, overall appearance. Overall, the city of Chamblee included green space, bodies of water, parks, housing, but it did not seem as residential as expected. Our windshield survey indicated a lot of commercial zones and residencies in these commercial zones. Climate: during the spring and summer months, moderate to high temperatures, humid, wet, and showery. During the winter, sometimes it will be warm, but for the most part, it gets cold and rainy with occasional snow flurries. Flora and fauna typical of Georgia with a great array of biodiversity. Health and social services, hospitals. There are at least 5 hospitals around Chamblee, Georgia. Emory St. Joseph's, Northside Hospital, Children's Hospital of Atlanta at Scottish Rite, DeKalb Medical Center, and Atlanta Medical Center. Emergency services include Chamblee Police and the DeKalb County Fire and Rescue. Clinics include the North DeKalb Health Center located on 3807 Claremont Road, as well as Atlanta Natural Health Clinic located on 4633 Buford Highway. Home health includes Better Home Health Care located on 2245 Perimeter Drive. Nursing homes / assisted living. There are many living facilities people who need help take care of themselves or total care individuals. A list of them would be Autumn House Personal Care, Pacifica Senior Living Dunwoody, Plantation south of Dunwoody, Safe Haven at Brookhaven, A Home for Mom and Dad, Brookdale Dunwoody, just to name a few. The nearest Department of Human Services is either in Norcross or Marietta. Mental health services. The nearest mental health center is DeKalb Crisis Center, Peachford Hospital, or Atlanta Psychological Services. Economy, employment / unemployment. The employment rate is 4.6%. Occupational categories include national resources, construction, maintenance, sales and office, management, business, financial, production, transportation, material moving, education, legal, community service, arts, media, computer, engineering, science, health, and healthcare. Median income around $19,350. Percentage living in poverty is 20.8%. Transportation includes private and public transportation, including MARTA buses, taxi services. The city does provide accommodations for the disabled. Bike lanes, no bike lanes were noted. Sidewalks were noted. The police chief is Donnie Williams. Sanitation, we noted trash on the street, cigarette butts on the street. The crime rate was 478.9. Eric Clarkson is the mayor. Chamblee has a very diverse community, which leads to a variety of restaurants and locations for the locals of the community. Newspapers include The Signal, a bi-monthly newsletter of the city of Chamblee. Members of the community can also refer to the AJC, Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which reports news all around Atlanta, including major changes in the city of Chamblee. Members also have access to television, radio stations, and other forms of broadcasting. Education. Schools. Elementary schools include Huntley Hills, Montgomery, Kittredge, Dresden, Cary Reynolds, Ashford Park. Middle schools include Chamblee Middle and Sequoia Middle. High schools include Chamblee High School and Cross Keys High School. Private schools include the Elaine Clark Center for Exceptional Children. The Chamblee Library is located on Claremont Road. Local school board is the DeKalb County School Board. Chamblee High School had an 82% graduation rate. Cross Keys High School had a 51% graduation rate as of 2013. Educational issues include lower tests in math and biology, precisely of lower income families, working families, and a high illiteracy rate in Georgia. The community offers a wide array of sports. DeKalb County has a motto of lifetime wellness. Recreation includes parks and playgrounds, various facilities, and sports teams. After interviewing residents of Chamblee, we noticed they voiced concerns including the following categories: community activities, economic development ideas, housing and neighborhood enhancement, infrastructure and environmental improvements, quality of life improvements, and the availability of more playgrounds for the children. Overall, they felt they were content with their community but wished there were more improvements made to infrastructure and resources already in place. Some for multiple members of the family is a burden for some members of the community. So rather than paying multiple fares, many opted to order taxi service to go to and from appointments at set times or to go to the grocery store. Their chief concern was the deficient overall knowledge of their community and the resources available to them. They noted the strengths of the community were that it offered resources to its members and they are readily available for needy populations. Problems included the lack of accessibility to resources and facilities, transportation difficulties, affordable care for children of working parents, and lack of knowledge of diseases and management. We found the members of the community to be content with the resources available to them. The overall health of the community, however, could use some improvement. More education is needed to prevent illnesses in the community. They would benefit more from primary intervention rather than tertiary. A major concern was accessibility to resources and education offered. Many members of the community depend on public transportation, which is not always reliable. The members of the community who have easier access to the available resources are not the one with the greatest need. Strengths include readiness to learn. The members of the community asked many questions in order to gain more information and clarification. Number 2, neighbors and family in support of one another was very strong. Number 3, the access to food and non-food items from the native country of the community members. Problems included misconceptions regarding vaccinations and diseases, lack of preventative measures, and number 3, high costs of health care, as well as child care. Many parents have to choose between work or paying for daycare service.